Greetings and welcome to W.T.F. For this week, it will be the dark conspiracy of the Teletubbies. This conspiracy is haunting and disturbing for most of us that let our children watch these shows every day almost. And my girls, yes, they each had their own Teletubby. Here is what I found about the conspiracy. It's alleged that the show is inspired by real-life events in a mental institution in Bulgaria, and the reality is not as rosy as you see in the TV shows. This mental institute was named La La Land, and psychotic children were locked away in dark, dingy rooms to live out their days. Years of life without any human interaction, the children became savages, and their supposed to be caregivers did the minimum for them to survive. The 4 Teletubbies that your children loved are based on 4 children in this institution, and all 4 of them died on the same day. Here is how it happened. There was a girl named Lala who suffered from a grotesque facial deformity. It caused her face to be stretched in a permanent smile. With years of being isolated, she became a mindless freak who spoke gibberish. She would be always dancing around and not knowing any other expression than the smile she had on her face. Even in the toughest hours of physical pain caused by the people that worked there, she still had her smile. So the Teletubby named Lala was based on this horrifying patient. Tinky Winky was based on a boy named Tahoda, another victim of this horrifying institution. He also had the same face deformity as Lala, and although him being deaf, he was a big troublemaker. He would constantly bang his head on the wall, and therefore the caregivers tied up the poor boy on the fence outside. He suffered frostbite and also physical as Lala, but still he kept his smile. Dipsy was based on a young boy who was always sick all the time. He would keep vomiting and always have vomit in his face. He was very weak due to all this vomiting, and he stayed the last days of his life in his own vomit and a lack of nourishment. Paulina, the girl that inspired Poe, probably has the worst backstory. She was mistaken for a log, and she was tossed into the fire, and that caused her facial deformity even more. These 4 children had only one thing to distract them from their disturbing lives, which was the TV, and they overheard the caregivers saying that they will lock up the TVs because it's costing too much, and that is when they decided to eat the TVs, and that is why they have TVs in their stomach in the show. The next day, the caregivers found them with their stomach ripped open and all, and the TVs were in their stomach. In the past, they would swallow little toys so they don't get confiscated, and they tried with the TV, which it didn't work. So all 4 of them passed away that night. They still had their smile, and this story was rated one of the most shocking stories rated for a mental institution. Well, after hearing this story, I truly regret letting my girls watch this TV show. And on that note, guys, that'll be it for now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for more videos like this. And I'll see you around the broom somewhere.